Hello Year 6 and welcome to Monday the 25th of January's maths lesson. First of all, let's check Friday's answers. Pause the video, tick them off. And Friday, solve it. How many different ways can you find 75%? 75% is the same as 3/4, so you can divide by 4, then multiply by 3. Or you could find 10% by dividing by 10, and then find 5% by dividing 10% by 2, sorry. Then you need to do 7 lots of 10% and a 5%. Or you could find 50%, 10%, 10% and 5% and put those back together again. Or you could find 1% by dividing by 100, then multiplying that 1% by 75. There are other ways, but they were the ones that I thought most obvious. Well done if you've found as many ways as I have, or even more. Okay, this is session 6 on finding percentages, and it's our last session on finding percentages this week. However, they will pop up later in the week within our finding fractions. Okay, let's hook it first of all. What do you notice? What do you notice of all of these? We've got different amounts here. On the first blue on the far left there, we've got 15%, and you could make 15% by finding 10% and 5% and putting them together. The top yellow one there has got 28%, and to find 28% you can find 10%, 10% and 8% and put it back together again, or you could find 25% with 3 extra percent as well. Have a look at the others and figure out all the different ways that you could actually find that percentage. Good job, let's move on to today's learning. Okay, we're going to be able to find different percentages in different ways. So let's recap what we've learnt so far. To find 10%, it's the same as a tenth, so we divide by 10. To find 5%, it's half of 10%, so we take the number and divide by 10, and then we can divide by 2 as well. To find 1%, it's the same as a hundredth, so we can divide by 100. To find 50%, it's the same as a half, so we can divide the number by 2. To find 25%, it's the same as a quarter, so we can divide by 4. To find 75%, it's the same as 3/4, so we can find 1/4 by dividing by 4, then multiply it by 3 to find 3/4. Now you might want to jot these down as they'll come in useful in the rest of the lesson. Okay, so first of all here I've got 15%. It's made from a 10% and a 5%. So if I wanted to find 15% of 280, I could find 10% and 5%. My 10% and my 5%. Okay, so to find 10%, I need to divide by 10. I can do that easily by sliding it. So 280 divided by 10 would give me 28. If I wanted to find 5%, I would halve the 10% to find 5%. What is half of 28? Half of 20 is 10, half of 8 is 4, giving me 14. So if I want to find 15%, I can combine them again. 8 plus 4 is 12. And I've got 2, add 1, or 20, add 10, giving me 42. That means that 15% of 280 is 42. What about if I wanted to find 28%? Finding 28% of 360. I could find 10%, another 10%, then 5%, 1%, 1% and 1%. 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is the 8%, 10 add 10 is the 20%. Okay, so to find 10%, I divide 360 by 10. Slide it one place, gives me 36. So I've got 36 and 36. Then I've also got 5%. 5% is half of 10%. Half of 36. Half of 30 is 15. Half of 6 is 3. 15 plus 3 is 18. Then I've also got 1%, 1% and 1%. To find 1%, I divide by 100. 360 divided by 100 is 3.6. And another 3.6. And another, very wiggly, 3.6. I can add them together. 6, 12, 18. 1 decimal point, write the 8 and carry the 1. 6 add 6 is 12, plus 8 is 20, 23, 26, 29, 30. 3 is getting worse. I'll write that a bit neater. I've got 30. Then I've got 3, add 3, add 1, add 3, 3, 6, 9, 10. Giving me 100.8. 28% of 360 is 100.8. Okay, this time I've got 10, 20, 30, 36%. I'm going to find 36% of 700. So I could have 10, 10, 10, 5% and 1%. To find 10%, I divide by 10. 700 divided by 10 is 70. So I've got 70, 70 and 70. 5% would be half of 70, which is 35. 1% is 700 divided by 100, giving me 7. And then I'd need to add them together. 7 add 5 is 12. 7, 14, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 36% of 700 is 252. Okay, let's find 51%. I'm going to find 51% of 700. Now I could find 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 1%, but actually this time it'd be easier for me to find 50%, because I know that's the same as a half, and then 1%. So to find 50% of 700, I need to halve 700. Half of 700 is 350. 1%, I need to divide 700 by 100, giving me 7. Combine them together. 0 add 7 is 7, 5 and 3. Combine them together to make 573. One more here. We're going to find 74% of 700. Okay, for this one, I'm going to find 50%, which is half. Another 10%, another 10%. 50 add 10 add 10 is 70, so that's my 70%. Then I need 4%. I can find that by finding 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. So 50% is half of 700, which is 350. To find 10%, I can divide 700 by 10, giving me 70 and 70. 1% is 700 divided by 100, which is 7, another 7, another 7, and one more 7. To find my final answer, I need to combine them all. 7, 14, 21, 28. Carry the 2. There's the 8. 7, 14, plus 5 is 19, 20, 21. Then we've got 300 plus 200 that I carried, giving me 500. So 74% of 700 is 518. Now there are other ways that you could work this out. For example, if you found fit 75% of it by finding 3/4, and then you could take away 1% and that would give you 74%. There are more than one way of doing these. Okay, it's your turn to practice it. So I want you to think about how you're going to split them up to make it easy for yourselves. Remember, it's easy to find 10%, 1%, 50%, 25% and 75%. Pause the video and practice it. Excellent, good job. Let's reveal the answers. Check yours. Rewatch the video if you feel you need to. Okay, let's get ready for our independent learning then. You'll do it. Pause the video and complete all the calculations. Good job. Today's twist it and solve it then. Twist it. Colin thinks that 11% of 620 is 68. Why is he incorrect? So work it out yourself. Think about 11% being a 10% and a 1%. Work it out. Which bit has he got wrong? What has he forgotten? And then today's solve it. In a survey where 400 adults took part, 6% of adults couldn't ride a bike. So 400 adults were asked, can you ride a bike? And 6% of them said that they could not ride a bike. So what percentage could ride a bike? If 6% couldn't, the rest could. So what percentage is that? And then the second part of the question is, how many adults that took part in the survey, remember there's 400 adults taking part in the survey, couldn't ride a bike? So there's 400 adults took part, 6% couldn't. But what number is that? What is 6% of 400? Break it down and work it out. Pause the video for your twist it and solve it now. Good job. Finally, let's review it. Upload your work onto Class Dojo. If you're stuck on any of your work, you can message me on Class Dojo. Tomorrow I'll go through the answers to today's Do It, Twist It and Solve It.